Hi, my name is Jackie and welcome back to my channel. Now you're probably wondering where the heck is my October's empty video? And you know what? It's not happening because I had only finished 3 bags of tea for October and I really didn't have anything nice to say about any of them. And I thought that would be a really terrible way to start the month of November, which is supposed to be a month, at least here in America, of like warmth and Thanksgiving, and I just really didn't want to bring that negativity to my channel. So instead, I decided to procrastinate and not make any videos. And well, since Thanksgiving is this week, I decided to create a post that's all about what I'm thankful for this year. But before we get into that, let me tell you about what I'm drinking. Today I am drinking Autumn Mist Green from Adagio Teas, and this is a blend of gunpowder tea, apple pieces, cinnamon bark, rose hips, creme brulee flavor, marigold flowers, and rose petals. And this is one of their seasonal fall teas, so it's actually not available on their website anymore. They've already transitioned into their wintertime teas, but this will be back next year. I personally think this tea is a little bit lackluster in one note. I think the gunpowder green tea was supposed to make this a smoky tea. And I don't really notice that I really don't notice that smoky aroma surfacing. I think it's mostly overpowered by the creamy, burnt sugary creme brulee flavor, which is, I mean, I like creme brulee, but I think I had hoped this had a little bit more complexity to it. I know this tea has quite the following over at Adagio's website. I mean, it's very highly rated, earning like a 94%, which is technically an A, but you know, it's not for me. I much prefer their bonfire tea, which also I feel like bonfire tea is a little bit polarizing because it has the lapsang souchong and it also has that licoricey aniseed flavor. So I don't know, maybe I'm the weird one. Anyways, let's get into all the things that I'm thankful for this year. First, I'm grateful that I had the opportunity to make the choice to either go back to work full-time or to work part-time from home so that I could raise my son. I think in 2019, to have that choice feels like a luxury and a privilege, and I'm very grateful that I had that luxury and privilege and opportunity. I never thought I would be the mom that would want to stay home and raise her son. That's just definitely not a life's journey that I thought that I personally would ever make. And yet here we are, and it's been so rewarding for me because I've been able to witness all of Oliver's first, which of course is another thing that I'm grateful for. I was the one who heard his first words. I was the one who saw him roll over for the first time. I'm the one that watched him take his first steps, you know, not the babysitter. As I'm saying that, like I don't want that to come off sounding critical of other moms who have made the choice to go back to work, because that's definitely not where I'm going with this. So don't take it that way. Just for me personally, like I never thought that I would have that opportunity. And so that's what I'm grateful for. That's where I'm trying to go with this. Of course, none of that would be possible if my husband didn't support me making the decision to work from home, because it's not a full-time position. It is a part-time accounting position that allows me to work remotely while also give my son the necessary attention because he's a toddler and toddlers are very demanding. I'm grateful for our travel opportunities this year and the grandparents who watched Oliver while John and I took some vacations, some much needed alone time. Over the summer, we went and spent a long weekend in Cleveland, Ohio. I know Cleveland's probably not, you know, on the top of anyone's vacation list, but it ended up being a really cool vacation. It happened to coincide with the Major League Baseball All-Star games. So while we missed the games, we did get to experience all of the really cool family-friendly events that were going on that week. Like there was a baseball convention that had a lot of really cool outdoor events. We also explored the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and, you know, just the really cool Art Deco buildings. It was a pretty cool city. I really enjoyed it. We also jet set across the Atlantic and visited Munich, Germany, and it was a really beautiful city. We spent a lot of time just wandering around. They had a lot of outdoor markets there, and so one morning we just walked up and down the market and just ate food from the vendors' tents, and that was just sort of a really cool way to experience the city. And we also, it happened to coincide with Oktoberfest, so yeah, we went to Oktoberfest, and we actually got a tent, and I'm glad to have experienced it, but I'm also too old for that. We also spent the day in Salzburg, Austria, which I think I can confidently say that Salzburg, Austria is by far the most beautiful city I have ever existed in. I just remember staring up at these Baroque style buildings, these massive ornate buildings, and I would just stand there staring up at them, just feeling so overwhelmed, and I literally became dizzy just staring at them, like I'd never seen buildings that beautiful or that old before. And we even went to, I'm not going to be able to pronounce it, but we even went to a fortress or a castle that was built in like the 1100s. Like, I can't even fathom that. Like, there's no buildings in America that are that old. You're up in this fortress, and it's like one of the highest points in the city, and we just like walked out onto like some landing, and just completely like breathtaking view of the Alps. And I have never witnessed something that beautiful before. That was just, I am still in awe. Like, I want to go back to Salzburg, Austria again. I want to see other parts of Austria. It was just so incredible. Oh my gosh. If you haven't been to Salzburg, Austria, you should go. You won't regret it. It's amazing. It needs to be experienced in person. I don't think there's no travel blogger, no Instagram photo that can ever do that city justice. Like, it needs to be experienced in person. The fourth thing that I am thankful for is Oliver's dock band experience. So really quickly, I mentioned this before, but Oliver had torticollis, which is basically just a really tight neck muscle, and his wasn't that severe, but it was enough that it made like movement for his age group limited, and so we had to go to physical therapy for that. And it also caused something called plagiocephaly, which is basically he had a flat spot on his head. We went ahead and we did the dock band, and he was in it for about 4 months. He just got it off last week, and his head's not perfect, but then the human body / head isn't. We're all a little bit asymmetrical. But yeah, like the improvements were actually quite drastic. So I'm really glad that I decided to go ahead and get him in the helmet. If I were to go back and do it again, I would actually get him in the helmet sooner, because I think the improvements would be even greater. But yeah, I'm glad that I did. I'm glad that is the decision that John and I made to get him in the helmet, because yeah, the improvements were drastic. Number 5, I am thankful for our small little village, and we happen to be located within walking distance of like 2 really great parks, the school complex, which is like 2 elementary schools, the middle school and the high school, and so they have a bunch of great walking paths up there. And the sports complexes are open to anybody that wants to use them, during the summertime and after school hours. So you can go up there and play tennis, you can go up there and run on the track, you can go up there and play on any of the playgrounds. They have like 5 playgrounds up there. Like it's just perfect for children. And we also live within walking distance of the library. It's really cool that in order to get out of the house and go do something fun, we don't have to pack ourselves up in a car and drive somewhere. All of it's within walking distance. Plus, it like really encourages you to go out and do that stuff. Number 6, I am grateful for the tea community, and that is a tea community on Instagram and the bloggers and the YouTubers. I love all of you. Thank you for keeping me inspired, and thank you for giving me reasons to post, and thank you for teaching me so much, and thank you for challenging me to try new teas and new brewing methods, and thank you for everything that you bring to this community. Like it's so cool. It's so cool. I love all of you. And so then also, number 7, thank you to all of the people who have subscribed to me on all of my various channels, whether it's Instagram or my blog or my YouTube channel. Like, you guys make me so happy. So thank you. I like the thumbs up that you give me. I love the comments that you leave on my channels. Like, I am so grateful for you, because you guys are part of that inspiration too. You guys are part of the reason why I create this stuff. Part of it is, of course, I want to create it for myself because I need a creative outlet, but it's harder to keep yourself motivated when you don't think anybody is listening. And so thank you for listening. Thank you for reading. Thank you for checking out my my Instagram pictures. I don't know why that was so hard for me to think of. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I think that's about it. I mean, there's obviously more things that I'm grateful for, but those seven things, those are kind of the big ticket items this year. Those are the things that I'm most grateful for. So thank you. And I'd love to hear from you. What are some of the things that you're grateful for? Go ahead and leave me a comment in the box below. And if you're American, if you're in America celebrating Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving. And if you're not in America, or if you're not somebody who celebrates Thanksgiving, I still hope you have a swell and magnificent November the 28th. It is November the 28th, and that in itself is worth celebrating. So I hope you have a spectacular day. I hope you have a spectacular Thanksgiving. I hope you have so many things in your life that are worth being thankful for. And also, I hope to see you guys again soon. P.S. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. Bye.